As I told you all last week when Doc and I were together, this is the season of list, okay? There's a list about this and that and everything every day because you know what? It's one of those times of the year where a lot of things aren't there to talk about. Yes, you have baseball, whoever the guy was at Texas JP, but ultimately, when it's football stuff that you're talking about, it's not a lot of stuff. So we go to who are the top this and top that. We understand that we have a very good receiver on this squad in Terry McLaurin. You just heard me talking to Santana Moss about him. And when you look at the top 20 in the league, especially look at two receivers per team as far as starting, and some teams start with three. So that's 64. If you're top 20, you're damn good. And our Terry McLaurin, as I said, Terry did drop in there. But I'm going to go through this list a little bit, and I'm going to start off at number 20. Based off of this list, the 20th best receiver in the league is Amari Cooper. Okay. Last year, he had 72 receptions, 1,250 yards, 5 receiving touchdowns. Move to number 19. Young man was down in Houston with a rookie quarterback, but he showed up and showed out. 80 receptions, 1,297 yards, 8 receiving touchdowns, and that was Nico Collins. Expecting a breakout year for him this year. Up in Philadelphia, they have 2 of them in the top 20. Devontae Smith, 81 receptions, 1,066 yards, 7 receiving touchdowns. Number 17. You watch Friday, you know who this guy got his name from. Debo Samuel, San Francisco 49ers. 60 receptions, 892 yards, 7 touchdowns. You may look at that and say, oh, that's not a lot, but the dude runs the ball just like a running back. He does a lot more than just catch balls out the backfield. Number 16. Didn't play very long last year. Was hurt. Came back late and did some good things, but he had to share. He had 59 receptions, 737 yards, 5 touchdowns in a shorter season. Cooper Kupp. And this is where our guy fell. Terry McLaurin. They got him ranked 15th in the NFL, 79 receptions, 1,002 yards, 4 touchdowns. And you have to realize a lot of other guys have way better quarterbacks than what Terry was having, but still, he put up 1,000 yards for what, 4th time in a row, 4 of his 5 years. I would say who all they think is better than Terry, but they've had better quarterback play as well. Jalen Waddle, 1,014 yards, 72 receptions, 4 touchdowns. Very similar to Terry, and I think he had better quarterback play than what Terry had. DJ Moore, 96 receptions, 135 targets, 1,364 yards, 8 touchdowns. Let's look at Terry. Terry had 132 targets. A lot of those balls were not catchable. I can tell you that. Puka Nacua, they got him ranked 12th in the league. He had 105 receptions for 1,400 yards and 6 touchdowns. And that dude was a rookie. It's a bad man right there. They had Mike Evans, 79 receptions, 1,255 yards. He had 13 receiving touchdowns with Baker Mayfield. Damn.
That's impressive.
Yes, you got to put him up there because that dude is good.
Would you rate that as more impressive than Terry's career so far, given the kind of disaster area that quarterback has been?
I think Terry hasn't had quarterbacks that played at the level of Baker yet, and then Baker hasn't been great consistently, but he's shown some peaks every once in a while.
That is just so depressing. Terry McLaurin's been, this is like what? He's been here 6 years and he hasn't had a quarterback play at the level of Baker Mayfield?
Not yet.
Oh, my God.
All right, Garrett Wilson, New York Jets. This dude had 168 targets, 95 receptions, 1,042 yards, 3 touchdowns receiving. Steph Diggs, 107 receptions, 1,183 yards, 8 touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk. As soon as I said this name, I'm surprised the phone didn't start ringing. He had 75 receptions, 1,342 yards, 7 touchdowns, and we know he had better quarterback play. Devontae Adams with 103 receptions for 1,144 yards, 8 touchdowns. Number 6, Amon-Ra St. John, 119 receptions. Damn. 1,515 yards, 10 touchdowns. I can see why that brother got paid. A.J. Brown, there are people having nightmares about him. 105 receptions, 1,456 yards, 7 touchdowns. Did 2 of them come against us in one game, didn't they? Yeah. Jamar Chase, 100 receptions, 1,216 yards, 7 touchdowns. That was coming back off an injury. CeeDee Lamb in Dallas. Damn, he had 135 receptions, 1,749 yards, 12 TDs. Tyreek Hill is number 2. Hell, if Tyreek Hill not number 1, who's number 1? 119, 1,799 yards, 13 touchdowns. That's a better yards per catch. CD had 138 receptions for 1,749, 135. He had 119 for 1,799. So he had less receptions, but more yards. And then rounding out as number 1, even though he did not play the whole year, right? Or he lost Kirk Cousins at only 68 receptions, 1,074 yards. 5. I don't know how you put Jefferson ahead of Tyreek Hill though. I don't understand that one.
I feel like the quarterback play was definitely better in Miami.
But let's remember, you throw Tyreek Hill a 20-yard reception, he has an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Is that the quarterback or is that Tyreek Hill?
I mean, yeah, that's definitely Tyreek Hill.
We saw the first play against Washington. The pass was about 30 yards. The touchdown was what, 70-something or 60-something?
Wouldn't that also be, part of the scheme and the other guys on his team, if the defense has to worry about Miami's other weapons in a way that they don't in
Which one they worry about first?
Well, Tyreek, yeah.
So you are doubling him. He's still at 119 for 1,799 yards, dude. The dude almost had 1,800 yards. And he is the first person, when he gets off the bus, you should have somebody checking him. So I love Jefferson from Louisiana. I love Jefferson. But I don't know if I'm going to put him ahead of Tyreek right now. Tyreek is the first person everybody's looking for when Miami step off the bus and come there and play you. You have to worry about him. So I just don't know how we can do that one. That one kind of is a little strange with me, though. I ran into a topic. Well, Landfill ran into this topic, and we talked about it a little bit. I want to take this for you. It has the best win in the history of every NFL team. It said that Washington's best win ever was when Doug Williams and crew beat the Denver Broncos. They scored 35 points in one half. Anybody out there, I want to find out from you all. What's the best win you ever witnessed with the Washington Redskins, Commanders, whoever? 800-636-1067. 800-636-1067. And did you think Terry was ranked too low or he should have been higher?